So yesterday we were talking about the streamlines. So there we were talking that how to plot them and all this. So we have plotted one or two new streamlines at that particular place. And because you are talking about the fluid, so in case of the fluid is confined of so many particles. The streamline practically you are tracing the path of one particular particles. If several particles are also following that particular path and connect them, then total of the all particles passing the following the same path would become the streamline if they are not disturbing the path of others. So if the human being can follow this particular streamline pattern, your life would really will become simplified. Nobody is crossing the path of the others. But it doesn't happen because you have turbulence. Therefore, there come disturbance. So somehow somebody would create that disturbance, and the streamline and everything would get the disturbed. So that is the different part here. Now here you have the streamlines here. So the streamlines, first thing, some place they could be confined, some place they would be far away. Only thing they want to make sure that they should not intersect each other. Just like this in this particular case here, this is here the broad cross section here, and here the streamlines are far away. You see at this particular, now at this particular part they are close by here, but even though they are not intersecting the part of the each other actually. Okay, so a streamline always move parallel to each other. They don't intersect, and all the fluid, entire fluid, whichever confined in a particular the geometry, it could be this. This is called the reducer. Actually, here you have big diameter. Here you have the smaller diameter. So either you can say the reducer, or you can say the converging section here. This means the diverging section here. So here is smaller to the bigger side, and then you are this all stream lines when we are covered in a particular the envelope, that's called the stream tube or the stream bundle. So your entire fluid flowing part is a combinations of millions, trillions of the streamlines actually. And these streamlines either you can plot with that your the Excel sheet way, or either you can put a tracer particle there and get the video picture in that. Okay. Now, next part is this is path line. So let's say you are tracing the path of an individual particle. So you are focusing on an individual particle. Let's say this is the particle at t equal to 0 or at beginning. Now you are focusing that where does it go over the period of time. So let's say this has been traveled this particular path here. Now this has used to some particular end here. So this, so if you are tracing the how does it go, where does it go, this particular thing is called path line. So what is a following in the path line? It has some velocity, and it is going in some particular the direction there, and then you are plotting here velocity into time. You can calculate the distance, right? So this velocity of this particular particle could be in only in one direction, maybe in x direction, maybe in y direction, maybe in z direction, or could be a combination of three or combination of two. It can go this side. So you will have x and y component, but there would be a net movement in some particular side. So it can also have its own velocity vector also. So velocity vector doesn't mean that you are deviating from path line. No. So every particle can have its own velocity vector. So once you will trace the trajectory of an individual particle, that's called the path line. Fine. So like here, you can see this is the visual pictures here. So here you have here, so water, you are tracing the particles here, and then you can see the pictures here. So here, how do you trace them? That is the tough part, which particle is going. So let's say this particular size of particle, bigger one. So I hope practically it was here beginning. Here now from this side is, this also looks same. Then it moved to here, this side, this side. So you can, if somehow the disturbance is not there in the fluid, you can trace their particles. So you can trace this particle is going this particular path only. So this is its path line only. Okay. So that visually you can also do it. And these days you have infrared cameras also that can trace you the everything. You have XRD also. XRD, of course, you can give you every pictures also. So there are the several techniques to draw this particular path of individual particles. Then this is also one of the techniques, particle image velocimetry. So in this particular part, you have here the laser light here, you can see here. And here you will just throw your wind over this wind screen of the car. And then you want to see how these particles of air goes over the wind. So this is very important in case of racing vehicles and car, because you want to design its speed. So you want to have a trajectory of the particles, how with the air once it will hit the top surface, how the particles will move, whether with the streamline pattern or whether just like an impact there. So that's because that flow pattern will control your entire drag. Let's say you have a fluid here and it's dragging on the entire surface completely. So obviously you will have more of drag actually, because the another surface is continuously in touch. So if you have continuously in touch, you will get more of drag force, or the viscous forces would be high because two things are in contact. Just like in car surface here, car body, so if you have air which is always in contact of this side and again is going in contact on back side also, so you are going on front also in contact and back also in contact. So your air is always in contact of this particular car body. So obviously this car would also face more of drag force only because of air. Practically you don't bond. Front you is not in your hand. So you might have seen these days there are the several cars on front side. They have a very smooth finishing. After that, back is just like a flat end, and the back side. Do you know the reason for that? Why is it that way? That you have a good finishing on front side, and after that you have the back, and back is just like a flat only. Have you? Can you justify the reason for that? Nobody can think about. Can anyone hear, or the everybody has left the class?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Oh, then why this pin drop silence? Can anyone justify that if your car is something like that and after that immediately flat, what benefits of those are there?
सर जब फ्लैट होगा ना आगे से तो एयर का जो फोर्स होगा ना
आगे की बात नहीं
मतलब
कर रहा मैं, पीछे की बात कर रहा हूँ। आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट बैक। आगे तो यू आर जस्ट फ्लोटिंग स्मूथ एंड स्मूथ, जो रीजन बता रहे हैं, if you are just hitting is just like that, you are getting more of the momentum change. So more is applied force by wind only, so it will try to push it backside. So obviously to control that, you are making flatten, flatten and flatten. So therefore running cars, you can say the front is completely just like a flat as much as possible, right? Just like
यस
a
सर.
horizontal type of thing, just to minimize the impact force. What about the back? Can we make the back just like that, bigger and bigger? बैक को ऐसा चौड़ा कर दे, Can we make that way? And what will we get? Think for that. If you are talking, if you have thought for front, it's good one. What about back one? So if your air would be always in contact of body, it is providing more and more of drag. So if somehow if it is leave like that, so if your car body is this way, your air direction is this, and if air goes that way, so there's a gap here, so you will have less friction force here. So you will save your energy of your vehicle. So once it is saved, leave the body, so that's called boundary layer separation part there. So you will have less drag on, just like the back of the car. So if you have this back of the car here, so if this is your everything has some logic. So think it as much as you can think. So just like that. So if your bend is coming from front side in this way, let's say from top, and if your back is just like this. So you see there's the gap between the back bend screen and there's the air velocity. Yes or no? Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
So in this case, the friction provided or drag force provided by the air would very low because the air is not in contact with body. Yes or no? So
Yes, sir.
if you can somehow you can do this separation as early as possible, you are saving the power of your vehicle for the running purpose. It's not going to power just to compensate the friction forces. So therefore, the body is designed in such way, all vehicles which are in the running either in air or water, shapes are designed in that way. So immediately there should be a boundary layer, the separation on the back side. And how to check it? Designing, क्योंकि आप once you design a production of car and vehicles, this testing need to be done beginning, not once you have made the car and then you do the testing. No, just to make a prototype model, a plastic model first, just to check this first. What will happen if we run at 500 kilometer per hour or the 600 kilometer per hour? Because you can run a blower here. You can run a blower, air blow kar dijiye, so that is also in your hand. You need not to run a exact test in the on the road actually. So you can run it here, see the how the direction is going on, and how much force do you need to just drag this particular car there. So you can come to know the what should be my engine power to design this type of model. So this is very well used in particle reverse velocity meter in case of designing all vehicles actually, just to find the form drag actually. Okay, so this is a lot of the importance for that. This is just a means equation just to draw the your trajectory of particles. So particle, you will, let's say initial position of particle back, so you want to find its new position. So obviously our velocity into time say integrate kar dijiye, and that will give you the new position, right? Because this would be velocity into time is that mean the distance traveled by the particle add into the original one, that would be the new position of the particle. Fine. So that way you can trace the trajectory of the of a particle, which is called path line. Fine. Okay. Initial position, if you know that next position would be just
Yes.
velocity multiplied by time, add them into the original position. Is that fine? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
in case of the streamline patterns, your path line streamline would be your same actually, because each particle will go in a parallel path actually. So in case of that, streamline or path line would become same actually. Now this is another thing here is called streak line. So a streak line is applicable just like I can give some example of that. Before that, you should know this one. So what you have here, you have a common point, common entrance point, just like NIT main gate. Everybody entering from the main gate. So this is your main gate on. So let's say at a different time, at let's say 9 o'clock, 100 student came, or let's say one student came. This is your first student which came at 9 o'clock. 9:10 पे दूसरा student आया, 9:03 another student and another student another. So you are just keeping the track. Whoever has gone through from this entry point, just keeping the track. Where are they? I just to plot them in the order of they have passed on. So this has gone first. So उसके बाद में after that two has gone. So you are joining them. So you are joining the particles in the order they have left a particular place. This place you are focusing, that whatever is going from here, I am just tracing that only. So this way the particle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just join them actually in the order they are passed on, and this is also called, this is called the streak line. Fine. So you have two things, streamline, streak line and path line. And in case of the streamline flow pattern, all three would be same actually. Because if you are talking about the streamline flow pattern, so this thing, whatever is coming from here would be treated as a streamline, and this is the then become the streamline only. Let's say you don't have the streamline flow pattern, so this particle may go here. I can show the another thing for you here. So in this case, let's say you are talking insert. So let's say ये आपका particle 1 था, right? Which has gone at first time. अब particle 1 जरूरी नहीं है कि यही वाला path follow करे. Let's say after some time it had gone to somewhere here. Then let's say in the beginning it was somewhere here. Beginning में यहाँ था. उसके बाद let it may go here. So beginning में this particle was here. After some time this particle went here. Then after another time it went to somewhere here. Then after another time it went to here. And after another time it went to here. Then after another time it went to here. So you are tracing this particle movement in the order of the time. So this is its position at last here. So it has so beginning. So ये इसका last position है. उसका immediately after that was this and then that. So if you want to join this line here, so ये follow करेगा this one. ये यहाँ से गया, then it went to here, it went to this side, it went to this side, and now it's here. So so this would be your streak line for this particular particle. Okay, up only you are focusing on this particle only. How has it been gone? It can go anywhere because that's not in your hand, right? So you have joined it. So this is its last position. Now this was the immediate last, फिर उससे पीछे वाला, then after that and after that and after that and join. Okay, okay. It means that it started from here. After that, it followed this path and here, then it went here, it went here. It has finally reached to this particular point. So this line is called the, what line is this?
Streak line.
No, it is not, because you are focusing on an individual particle.
Path
Yes,
line.
it is the path line because
It is
you
path
are
line.
just focusing on one particle. Now let's say several particle बनते हुए, अब एक दूसरा particle आप मतलब ले लीजिए, just take the another particle जो यहीं से pass on करके गया at this particular point. So let's change its color. So let's say ये आपने एक green color का particle लिया. So यहाँ से एक दूसरा particle गया which was green color. Now this color इसके बाद यहाँ चला गया. Then let's say it went somewhere here. It went somewhere new position. Then another position here. then another position here. Okay. Now we want to draw the path line for this. So path line is same. आप लास्ट से ज्वाइन कर दीजिए जो भी आपका ट्रेन जा रहा है. Let's say it went that way. Then this was after that. This was after that. This was after this. ठीक है. So this would be for this. You can draw for another line for that, and this is the path line for the second particle, which had just gone immediately after the particle 1. Fine. So these are path line. The red one path line was the first particle which has gone from here. Green one is the path line for the second particle which has gone also from this particular point. These are path line. Now I want to draw the streak line of this particular particle. तो streak line क्या कहता है? Streak line says join the particles in the order they have left the place. So first particle 1 bent, yes or no? Then particle 2 bent, yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Now you join them at a particular time. So in that way, if you want to join, so ये particle 1 था which went fast, then particle 2. So particle 2 का new position was this, immediately after that. Then you went to again particle 1, then particle 2, then again particle 1, then you have particle 2, then again particle 1, then particle 2, then particle 1, then particle 2, and now you are reaching here. So let's say what has come now. Now this blue line is called a streak line because you are joining the particles in the order they have left this common point. This was the common point. So पहले आपका particle बन गया. After that you went to particle 2, right? You are focusing on 2 particles. So this was particle 1 now. After that, join particle 2, where the particle 2, then again particle 1, then particle 2, particle 1, particle 2, and keep on going and reach the starting point. So this blue line is called the streak line. Okay? So you can join all of them. You can draw this path line, streak line. Hello? So can you draw the
Yes, sir.
these now?
Yes, sir.
Now think for the streamline flow pattern. The streamline flow pattern क्या कहता है? If you are focusing on a particular point, the streamline whatever it goes, all will go into the same line. So ये जो आपकी line draw है ना यहाँ पे, this is the streamline flow pattern. Streamline में क्या है कि उसका पीछे वाला particle भी is just following the same pattern. That's what we all Indians try to follow in our career also. एक बंदा गांव में कंप्यूटर इंजीनियर बना तो दूसरा उसके पीछे ही घूम रहा है. We are following the streamline pattern. क्योंकि हमारा कोई खुद का पैटर्न ही नहीं. We are following someone else. Yes or no? Therefore, lot of problems comes. क्योंकि ये मतलब this is practical life the different parts. So just example of that, streamline. So everyone in the for trying to following the streamline pattern. So आपकी अपनी identity कहीं बचती नहीं. Okay? So अपनी identity नहीं बनेगी तो आपका different भी कुछ नहीं आएगा, output भी कुछ नहीं आएगा, different. So this is the streamline. Streamline के केस में आप चाहे यहाँ path line draw करिए, चाहे streamline draw करिए और या फिर streak line, all of them would go to same line. Yes or no? क्योंकि ये आपका particle 1 है, ये 2 है, ये 3 है. Everybody is following same path. So this would become the streamline. So in case of the streamline, everything is same. Fine.
सर ये स्ट्रिक लाइन कैसे
Yes.
ज्वाइन करी दोबारा बताना है वाली.
स्ट्रिक लाइन में पहले आपके पास यहाँ से एट द पॉइंट नंबर ये आपका जो टिप है, टिप ऑफ डाई, यहाँ से आपके 2 पार्टिकल गए, राइट? पहले आपका रेड
sir.
पार्टिकल गया था, वो आपने दिया पार्टिकल नंबर 1, और उसके बाद पार्टिकल 2 गया, दैट यू गेव द कलर ग्रीन कलर। फाइन,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है। सो पहले आपने रेड पे फोकस किया, टोटल रेड कहाँ गया, तो उसका पाथ आपने ड्रॉ कर दिया, दैट इज कॉल्ड पाथ लाइन। आपने ग्रीन वाले का ड्रॉ कर दिया, हाउ डज इट फॉलो द थिंग, then that is called path line for particle number 2. Fine, is that fine?
Yes, sir.
Now we want to draw where the particle 1 and 2 are combinedly. So we are joining them in the order of time they have gone, means पहले particle 1 गया था, उसके बाद 2 गया था, right? So हम 1 को 2 से connect करते हुए we will come back to the original position actually. So this 1 was the red, so and then 2 was green. So red के immediately was the red, the green का position was the here. So you have connected this. उसके बाद after that again you have particle 1, then you have particle 2, again particle 1, then particle 2, then particle 1, particle 2, particle 1, particle 2, and original position. Just like here, in this way, ये particle 1 है, ये particle 2 है, 3 है, 4 है, 5 है, 6 है, आपने सबको एक साथ ज्वाइन कर दिया, तो दिस विल बिकम स्ट्रीक लाइन कि जिस ऑर्डर में वो वहां से गए थे, यू हैव ज्वाइंड एंड सेम ऑर्डर। ओके,
Okay, sir.
yeah, that will become the streak line. So in case of the streamline flow pattern, all of them are same. So we can end this class here actually. So this one we already talk about that streak line, streamline path lines are same for the streamline flow. But unsteady flow, they would change actually because there are no flow patterns, so they would change. So this you can see here, this is a body here, you have a body here. Over that, these are the streamlines. So, and this everything is parallel here first. After that, they are coming in contact with the body. So wherever they have in contact with the body, they are very close by. And as they will move far away, they are having a space there. There the logic for that also why they are close and that. So we will solve that, and then I will tell that particular time is much more the better way. Why are they close near to the surface? Why are they far away uh, beyond the surface? Actually, can anyone hope the guess that why are they very close near the surface? Anyone can think about that? नहीं है तो सोचिए, and then we can talk about this in the tomorrow's class actually. Okay, this we have already shown in chapter 1 there, timelines. So you are focusing on a particular plane there. Now you are focusing all particles born from here at different times. Let's say you have 10 particles here. So after t equal to, let's say, time equal to t1, you are joining where all 10 particles are here. So you can join here. Let's say you have these 10 particles here in the beginning here, just like this. ये आपके पार्टिकल्स थे, 4 ले लीजिए फॉर टाइम। अब आप देखना चाहते हैं ये 4 का न्यू पोजीशन कहाँ चला गया। सो न्यू पोजीशन, लेट्स से दिस पार्टिकल वेंट हियर, दिस वेंट हियर, दिस वेंट समवेयर हियर, दिस वेंट समवेयर। तो ये आपने फिर से ज्वाइन कर दिया एट t इक्वल टू t1। सो दिस इज योर न्यू टाइमलाइन। आफ्टर दैट find the another way join them, so that way you draw the timeline. Fine, so we will end the class here actually. Fine.